In essence, God's mercy is that when we deserve to suffer consequences, He chooses to reward us rather than punish us. The withholding of a righteous condemnation is mercy. God uses several instances in the Bible to demonstrate His kindness. God uses Jesus Christ as a perfect example of His kindness. Solomon was a wayward man, yet God showed him mercy in 1 Kings 11:13. Throughout their captivity, God showed Israel mercy. Psalm 106:45, Nehemiah 9:31. When David treated Mephibosheth well, he demonstrated God's benevolence. 2 Samuel 9:7. Every year, on the Day of Atonement, God's kindness was demonstrated when the high priest entered the holiest place and sprinkled the sacrifice's blood in front of the mercy seat. Leviticus 16:14. Another illustration of God's mercy is found in Matthew 18:23-27. In this parable, Jesus describes a rich ruler who was owed a large sum of money. The ruler ordered that money be collected, but then the debtor came and begged for mercy. The ruler, in turn, graciously forgives the debt. Here's the point. We owed God a debt we could never repay, and He has freely forgiven us that debt in Christ. Interestingly, after the ruler in the parable forgives the debt, the person who owed the money refuses to forgive someone else. Then that ungrateful individual is judged by the sovereign. God commands us to treat others with kindness and forgiveness while we are here on earth. See Matthew 6:15. It is not our place to demand forgiveness from those who have forgiven us so much. Psalm 86:15. You, O Lord, are a God merciful and gracious, slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love and faithfulness, lists mercy along with other qualities of God. ESV. God's love for us is the foundation of His kindness. He's mostly merciful because, as 1 John 4:8 says, He is love. We should be punished because we are sinners. Romans 3:23. God cannot be holy if He does not punish sin because of His holiness. God sent His Son because He is a kind and loving God. John 3:16. Matthew 27 reveals His kindness in all its splendor. On our behalf, Jesus is mercilessly crucified and killed. In exchange, we get God's pardon and Jesus' just judgment. God desires for us to be with Him because of His love for us. It is impossible for anything to occur without His mercy. God's love and mercy are inextricably linked. In order for God to show us mercy, Jesus gave His life and became the sacrificial lamb. Isaiah 53:7, John 1:29. God permitted His Son to bear the judgment in our place rather than punishing us for our transgression. That represents the pinnacle of God's kindness. Ephesians 2:4-5. Mercy triumphs over judgment. James 2:13b, for our everlasting benefit.